going on, everybody? Ivan Temilkov here. Happy Friday to all of you. Again, if you're tuning in for the first time, my name is Ivan Temilkov, Chief Human Marketer at Razor Sharp Digital, the world's #1 human marketing agency, where we help brands and entrepreneurs forge their digital footprint using multi-channel marketing, emotional engagement, and human-to-human business practices. If you're serious about taking your business to the next level, reach out to me. Here's what I want to talk about today. How responsive are you? What does response have to do with anything? Well, response has everything to do with everything, especially in business. What you guys have to understand is that if you're not responsive enough to the people that are looking for your products and services, you're probably losing business because you're not responding in an adequate, timely fashion. Let me explain what that really translates to. We live in a real-time world where consumers, your potential customers, are looking for a fast response. They don't want to wait an hour. They don't want to wait a day. They don't want to wait a week. They don't want to wait a month. Okay, so response time is extremely critical to your ability to be able to generate more business and build more powerful relationships. And I'll give you a prime example. So yesterday, one of my newest clients, someone that was a guest on my podcast recently, we had a discussion after the podcast previously, and she expressed interest in having to work with me because she was curious in what I had to offer and talking about a digital strategy for her business. And long story short, after another Zoom call yesterday, come to find out that the reason why she didn't go with another provider is because of the communication, because they weren't responsive enough. It was because they were forcing her to do certain things that she didn't feel comfortable with. And a lot of it really had to do with response, And so ultimately what I explained to her is that when you work with me, when you work with Razor Sharp Digital, that you get succinct communication. You get response. Not 20 minutes from now, an hour from now, not a day from now, but you get it almost instantly. And that is what a lot of people in business don't understand, is the importance of real-time communication. It's highly in demand, and this is what your customers are looking for. So you have to understand that you got to respond. If you don't respond, it's becoming harder to captivate their attention. As if captivating the attention of people online isn't hard enough as is. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but the attention span of a human being is about 6 to 7 seconds. And that is about the same as a blowfish. And so it's hard enough to capture the attention of people online, let alone when you don't respond to their messages. I'll give you a prime example. Anytime someone messages me, yes, even when people message me while I'm doing a Facebook Live, I still actually pick up my phone and respond or say something or respond in some form or fashion to acknowledge the communication. And that is probably one of the biggest things that a lot of people don't understand, is that you don't even necessarily have to respond, but you just have to acknowledge. It's okay. We all have lives. We're all busy. We all have things going on, whether it's in our lives or in our businesses. But you have to understand that your response is a key differentiating factor, a key strength that you have over your competition. I get criticized for the fact that I live on my phone. I get criticized that I live on social media. In fact, even though I was on vacation this past week, I still responded to messages. It's just there's no such thing as completely disconnecting. And your response is intricate to ensuring that you're building relationships with people. Yes, it's challenging. I get it. It is. But if it wasn't challenging, then everybody else will be winning at having a responsive, communicative approach. This is why a lot of people in social media are struggling. It's because they're not taking the time to respond in a timely fashion. You have to. You want the attention of somebody else? Okay, well, when they reach out to you, respond as fast as you can. It doesn't matter what platform it is. And that's another thing that I won't dive too deeply into, but you have to understand that with modern consumers, you have to communicate with them in a way that they want to be communicated. And I'll give you a prime example. One of my newest clients that I'm doing a digital strategy for currently, she's launching a new business that I'm really, really excited about. She said, you know what? One of many reasons why I decided to go with you is because, someone else, wanted to just throw me into their project management system and just have me go in there and kind of find my way around. And I'm the type of person, this is my client, she said, I'm the type of person that likes to have a face to face, likes to talk to someone. And this is why, she considered this is why she decided to go with me, is because there was a more personable interaction. And that is what response does. Response is acknowledgement, response is care. Whether it's a Facebook message via Messenger, or it's a direct message on Twitter, or a direct message on LinkedIn, a direct message on Instagram. And honestly, this is literally how organically I have been able to generate leads for my business. If you're struggling to get leads right now, you're doing something wrong. Literally, there's so much opportunity and potential out there, but nobody's going to harness that for you. And if you don't know how to harness and communicate and respond in a timely fashion to people who are interested in your product or services, then reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to chat with you and show you exactly how I have been able to scale my business to 6 figures. Mind you, I've done 0 paid advertising for Razor Sharp Digital. 0. I haven't spent $1 on paid advertising. Everything has been done organically through cultivating a community, being responsive, and communicating to people. It's possible. Absolutely, it's possible. I am proof of it. In fact, at the rate that we're going, Razor Sharp Digital will double revenue in just 1 year with no paid advertising. In fact, I just started considering doing paid advertising initiatives simply because of cash flow reasons finally, and we have a budget to work with. But all this time, I haven't done any kind of paid advertising. It has all been response, communication, cultivation, thought leadership, and building my personal brand. And just as a side note, I want to tell you that the reason why people are going to do business with you is because they like you, they trust you, and they see value in what you have to offer. It's that simple. They're not buying your company, they're buying you. They're doing business with you because they like you, they trust you, and they see value in what you have to offer. And this is where a lot of entrepreneurs get this wrong. Honestly, I've worked with some of the most successful people in the world. I've had them on my podcast also, and this is exactly what those people have said. Personal branding and focusing on yourself will always be intricate. And I'm not here to talk about personal branding. I'm here to talk about response. Response is key. Response is key to comments. Response is key to messages. Response is key to emails in a timely fashion. You know, what's really surprising here? Actually, I just had a conversation with an old friend earlier today who actually made a very valid point. Said, Ivan, you're working on the business, not in the business. And he actually made a very valid point, because I'm actually spending a lot of time in the trenches, which I enjoy, but it's actually a bit counterintuitive because I need to be focusing on the business itself. And the reason I'm telling you this is because I am very responsive. In fact, most people are blown away at the fact of how quickly I respond to every single piece of communication. And I truly do. And honestly, the best advice I can give you there is that it's not about how much money you're going to make. It's about truly caring about creating solutions and building strong relationships with people and companies that are going to be there for life. And this is what a lot of people are not understanding right now, is that response is key. It's a key ingredient for success, not only in life, but in business. Also, you have to be responsive. If you're not responsive, you're missing opportunities, all sorts of opportunities. Now, again, if you're struggling to figure out how to be more responsive, I can absolutely help you with that. But you have to be the one who takes the initiative. Nobody else will. And this is yet again another problem with many people is that do take the time, do focus on being more responsive, do focus on being more communicative. I guarantee you, I am proof of it, that largely because of the thorough communication that I have strongly focused on, cultivating a strong community, organically have been able to scale a business to over 6 figures. I would love to hit 7 figures, but I think I'm a few years away. 6 figures, and in fact, looking to double that in one single year. 0 paid advertising. 0. I spent $0 on Facebook ads or Google ads or any other kind of ads for my company, Razor Sharp Digital. It has all been organic through communication, through response, through delivering on promises and generating results. It's that simple. At the end of the day, that is ultimately what matters in business. The reason people hire you is, yes, they like you, they trust you, and they see value in what you have to offer, but also, can you generate results for them? Can you generate leads for them? And over the last 30 days alone, I have found out that a lot of people actually in business, a lot of entrepreneurs are unclear about what they want. And they're not going about things the correct way. Friends, understand the response is a key element in business, in life. It also attributes to accountability as well. And the way you harness that is just take more initiative, be more communicative with people who are interested in you. Those people are going to be interested in your products and services ultimately, because you're building rapport with those individuals. So if you're not responsive enough, chances are they're going to go with somebody else, because it comes across as neglect. It's that simple. And that's really the only message that I want to share with you guys today. I hope you're all having an amazing Friday. And whatever it is that you're doing, if you need some help, if you need just someone to chat with, hit me up. You can find me everywhere, pretty much on social media. And actually, before closing, I want to mention that we're streaming live on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter as well, for those of you that are tuning in everywhere. Thank you so much. Have an amazing weekend. And remember, always keep trying. Never stop trying. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.